Hello and welcome to the Bristly Stranger. We're going to carry on where we left off. We're trying to automate the production of gravel. Let's head to the workbench and see if we can find a way of doing it. So there is one easy way I know of turning cobblestone into gravel, and that is through a pulverizer. I'm fairly certain we can turn gravel into sand. I'm not sure about the dust, we'll have to find out. It does use quite a lot of parts, but it is part of a quest. This is in the Eater quest block. We do need a few different items, as you can see here. Lots of copper cogs, we need a bit of gold and redstone. We also need a machine frame. The machine frame, as you can see, isn't too complicated. It needs 4 glass, it needs 4 iron, it needs a tin gear, and that's it. The tin gear only needs 4 tin. We can make one of them. I've been a bit prepared. I've got some of the resources. Hopefully we've got it all. So we'll make the tin gear. There we go. That one's done. Back in. Machine frame. Have we got all the pieces? Yes. So we make that. We've got the machine frame. Back in. Pulverizer. We're missing the piston. Now, I think we can make that. Yes, there's a piston. Lovely. What do we need now? Copper gears. We need a couple of them though, don't we? So there's one. I wonder if there's a way you can get multiple. If there is, I don't know it. So we've got a couple of them now. We've got our flint. I think we've already got that. And we need a redstone reception coil. Bit of gold, bit of redstone. Yeah, we've got that as well. Is that everything? I think we've got the flint. Yes, so that's our pulverizer made. Let's get this rack out of the way. We really must spend some of this rack. It is building up. Right, so the pulverizer is also going to need power. And I think the easiest way to get power is with the dynamo that goes with the thermal expansion mod. So I'm going to pull up the dynamo crafting pattern and we'll see what we need to make one of those. So there are a few different dynamos. I think the basic one is this steam dynamo. If we hold shift, it gives us the details. It just needs water and a solid fuel, like charcoal, which we can get hold of, because we can just cook up our own charcoal in our furnaces from our virtually infinite supply of wood. So what do we need for a steam dynamo? Okay, so we need another compression, no, a transmission coil. What's that? It's silver. Have we got that? Yes, we have. Excellent. What else do we need? A bit of iron, another copper gear, and we got that. Oh, yes. We must be running low on gear. Some more copper. In fact, just ingots. Have we got enough? Yes. So that's our steam dynamo done as well. I'm going to try and set these up, figure out how they work, and then I'll show you what we've got when it's set up. Bristly Stranger. Okay, so here we go. We're back. We've got our pulverizer set up. It's got an item pipe coming straight out of the side. It goes into the chest. I'm not sure if it can go straight into the hopper or not. But for now, that gives us a little bit of storage if this works faster than this. For now, we're relying on the steam power. And obviously we need water for that. Now there is a way to pipe water directly into this, but I can't remember it for the life of me. So for now, we just hit buckets of water from our infinite water into here. And, oh, yeah, we took it out. Is it full? It's not quite full. It can have 4 buckets. Okay, we'll put another one in a minute. But for now, we're just using charcoal. We drop it in here. I think, yes, it burns, it uses water, it will start generating power. Now it doesn't look like it's working, but I think that's because all of the power is going straight in to our pulverizer. It is, we have power. Excellent. We do need a little bit of cobblestone. Okay, we've got plenty of cobblestone. Just over here, we'll get a stack, come over here, back in, bam. So straight away, this is working. When it gets to full, it will go to here, and this should be gravel. But of course it's sucking the gravel straight out. We do have the byproduct of sand. Now I think on the configuration, we can change... No, it's not configuration, is it? What is it? Bristly Stranger. Orange. Yeah, there we go. Orange is coming out this side. Orange is both of them. So we can set it to red, yellow or orange. Yellow was the bottom one, red was this one, orange is both of them combined. Why is it not sucking out then? Okay, in here, the gravel is coming straight through, I'm assuming. That is orange. Why isn't this coming out? Is it not making any? Is sand going in there now? Is it all going straight through? And do you know what? I can't even see the cobblestone going down now. Right. No, it is going down. It's made some sand. The gravel... the sand is still there. The gravel is going in here. It just flashed in the chest. Okay. And that is going into here. Right. So this is automated to a point. I suppose really we want our cobblestone generator on top of here. And that way we won't even have to do anything. I am worried why this sand's not coming out though. Maybe we can pipe it out of two sides. I don't know. It is just making it. Alright, I'll have a play around, I'll come back, I'll see if I can figure it out. Bristly Stranger! Okay, so here we go, we've come back. I have changed things around. We've got this side as red, and this side as yellow. And if we go inside, we can see that the bottom's yellow and this one's red. So they're just sucking out and going straight into here as sand and gravel. No idea why the orange wasn't just sucking both out. Maybe it's something to do with these item pipes. Maybe they're not very good. I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments. But we've also got a hopper on the top, connected to a chest, which is connected to the cobblestone generator. So this is infinite cobble going in here. We've got loads. I don't think we're going to run out. We can always upgrade this. That is part of a mission, actually. So maybe we'll do that next time. But for now, we're getting infinite gravel going in here, bit of sand coming through, it's getting sifted up, sucked into here, and any metals that we might need will go into that box. Lovely. The choke point is going to be our power. So at the minute it's rubbish. It's steam, we're having to bucket water in here manually. There's something called an aqueous accumulator that can suck it out, put it in here automatically. This isn't very good power anyway, so we're going to upgrade this somehow. Also, what we're going to do, we're going to figure out a way of getting charcoal. So maybe we can automate charcoal from one of these. I don't know, we do want to automate the leaves going into the dirt factory. So we'll have a think about that as well. I do want to set up a Tinker's Construct as well, so let's go back to the book. So back in the book, we are looking at this line of quests here, the patterns quests. This leads down the Tinker's Construct path. It will allow us to get better tools. Even the wooden tools work out slightly better as they gain experience. And you can start with a wooden tool, get a bit of experience with it, and upgrade it to the next level. If we go into the patterns, we can have a look at what the quest entails. On the patterns, we need some different things. We need a blank pattern, a pattern chest, a crafting station, which we've already done, stencil table, part builder, and tool station. These are all fairly easy to build, so I'm going to go ahead, build them, and set them up to show you them. Bristly Stranger! So there we go, I've completed the patterns quest. I've got them all on the bottom there. I'll set them up, and then we'll have a look at how they work. So we're back, I've set up the stations, we've made a little bit of a new platform. This is where our smelter's going to be. If I just go through, we can look at the stencil table. So we put our patterns in here, and we can use them to create a pattern for our tools. So for instance, if we look at a basic one, tool rod. Tool pattern rod, used in a lot of tools, take that, put it in the pattern chest. I'll go ahead and grab a binding and a pickaxe head. Where's that? There it is at the top. The next part is the part builder. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that the pattern chest links directly to the part builder. Also, my inventory now has a little bit of wood in it. We're going to use wood just to show the basic tools. So we just grab our pattern out of here. It said material costs 1. So 1 wood is the equivalent of 1 plank. So obviously you can put oak wood in there, but that's worth more because that's worth 4 planks. Or you can put sticks, but you have to put more in because they're worth less. For now, we're just going to stick 1 piece of wood in there, get our wooden tool rod and bring that to the bottom. We do the same with the others. Wood isn't a particularly good building material, but I'm just using this as an example. We'll get all 3 of our parts though. There we go. Oh, we need more. We need 3 wood for that. Okay. And why is that not working? Okay, it is working. There we go. Okay, well, we'll put that back. And then finally, we have the tool station. It defaults to this section here, which is repair and modify. So normal tools, when you're using them, just disappear. Their durability gets to 0 and they vanish. Any Tinker's Construct tools are just unusable. So unusable tools you bring to here, you pop them in the middle, you put the primary resource in, so if it's wood, you put a bit of wood in. If it's metal, you put a bit of whatever the metal is, and it will repair it. Putting ingots in obviously repairs a little bit, but you can repair it back up to full this way. You can also modify it. I can't remember all of the modifications, but you can see that one looks a bit like a diamond, one looks a bit like lapis. I think redstone speeds it up. Lapis gives you extra luck when mining. I think diamond might increase the hardness. We'll play around with that at some point. But for now, I want to show you how to build a tool. So we're building a pickaxe, so we click on the pickaxe. It shows us that we need a head, a binding, and a tool rod. We've got all of those. So what we can do is just pop them all in, and then it appears, a wooden pickaxe. We can even call it a name. So, starter pick. Yeah, that'll do. We then pick it up. This is now called the starter pick. It's level clumsy, it's got 0 XP. The more we use it, the more it gets better. At the minute, it is still just a rubbishy wooden pick. We can upgrade it. I'm not sure if we can upgrade to stone at this point. I'll give it a go. I'll get the bits ready and we'll see if we can upgrade it. Bristly Stranger. So we're back to the tool station. I've got myself a stone pickaxe head. So all we do, we go to the repair and modify. We put our wooden pickaxe, the starter pick, in the middle. And then we get the stone head and we put it here. And as you can see, it upgrades. It's only slightly better, but then again, stone's only slightly better. So we can take that now. We can even at some point turn this into a metal head. So maybe we will do that, but we're going to go back to the book and see what the next part of the quest is. Okay, so we're back to the book and the next part is Simply Tinkers. We can go into that. It shows that we need a porcelain melter, porcelain tank, porcelain faucet, porcelain lots of things. Now, I think porcelain is made from clay and bone meal. We've got plenty of that going through our sieves. We might need to do some work to get the clay. I'll get all the different pieces and we'll complete this task. So to make any of these porcelain things, I think we need porcelain bricks. And to do that, we just make our unfired porcelain, stick it in a furnace, burn it up, and we make the bricks. I am going to just do a few and then just check this is right. Otherwise it'll be a massive waste of our clay and bone meal. There we go. We have completed it. Simply Tinkers. I did accidentally make something I wasn't supposed to and wasted some resources, but that's okay. Bristly Stranger. So here we go. This guy's all set up. It doesn't do much. We can melt ores in there, but it doesn't double it. Now, it does say in the quest we need this to get the smelter. I'm thinking we just carry on with the quests until we get the smelter, and we don't really worry about this until we have to. The next quest is I am grout. All we have to do is make 1 grout. Now, I seem to remember from using Tinker's Construct in the past, we need sand, gravel and clay to make grout. And then we just fire it up in a furnace. I've got a feeling because we've had to make this silly porcelain contraption, we have to do it in that. I'll try it in the furnace first, but let's make some grout and come back. We are going to need tons of it. So do you know what? I might stop the sifters working and just use that to get tons of gravel and sand. So coming over to the crafting station, we've got the recipe for grout already in. This is one of the recipes. This one makes us 8 blocks of grout in one go. The only difference is we are using a block of clay in the centre instead of 1 bit of clay. The advantage of this, it just makes more. We're going to collect some of that now and complete the quest. hopefully this will be enough for our purposes. We'll have to wait and see. So there's the quest, I am Grout. If we go back to the book, and the next one is Advanced Tinkers. So on the tasks we need lots of different pieces. The smeltery doubles our ores, but it can make alloys, so we do have to be careful of what we put in. It is a multi-structure block, so we need to make a big area to build it. This does take a lot of pieces. I'm going to get the pieces ready and we'll come back when I've completed the task and ready to set up. So I've come back to the porcelain melter. We need to cook up our grout in here. It doesn't work in an ordinary furnace. But we are going to need individual bricks, and to get those we have to make a cast. So I've got some gold in here already melted up. I've got an ordinary iron ingot. We just pour our gold on top of that. It surrounds it. When it cools down, we can grab it off. It destroys the ingot. But now we can actually pour into this and get our grout bricks out. Unfortunately, we have got a bit of gold sticking in here. It's only one. Do we need another one? Do you know what? We're just going to try and pour this out as an ingot. I think that works. There we go. Yes. So we've got a gold ingot. We can now put our grout into here. We can only put 3 in at a time. I think I'm going to set this hopper up on top so it just pours in automatically. Another thing we can build now is a tool forge. Now this does need the seared bricks, or seared blocks in this case, and this allows us to make better tools. So rather than the normal axe that only cuts down one block at a time, we can make a better axe that allows us to cut down all of the wood in one go. We don't really need wood production anymore, but some of the tools are only available from the tool forge. So I'm going to build one of them and stick it in our lineup. Bristly Stranger! I've come back to the crafting station just to show you the last piece, which is the smeltery controller. We're going to make that, and that will finish the quest for us. There we go, Advanced Tinkers is complete, so we have all of our parts. And over here I've already started constructing them. So this is a multi-part construction. So we've got our seared stone. I don't like the look of that though, so I've hidden that away at the bottom. I've made these bricks slightly more time consuming, but I think they do look better. And then finally we should put the last piece into place. It is glowing, so that does mean it's working. We need to bucket some lava in here, so I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you how it works. So we just get a bucket of lava and drop it into the seared tank. When we go over to the controller point, it's got 9 blocks. We can make this taller and get more in, but all we do, we drop our ore in, and it slowly begins to melt. Now, once it is melted, we need to get it out. So we need a table, which we'll put here. We've got a drain just in front of it, and we'll put a basin just there. We also need our, what they're called, faucets. There we go. We'll put those on as well, and that allows us to pour it out. It's very similar to this setup, so we can actually take this casting, put it on here, and we'll make iron instead. We'll have to wait for it to melt though. So there we go. Once our iron has melted, I'll put some more in. It turns into molten iron. This is 2 blocks worth. So we put 9 in, which would be 1 block's worth, but it has doubled it. Excellent. To get it out, we can just turn the faucet on either the basin or on the casting table. We can cast anything here, so if we wanted an iron pickaxe, which we'll probably do in a minute, we can cast that here too. It takes a little while to cool down, as you can see. The iron block is still red hot. But once things have stopped smoking, we can just click on them and we get them straight out. That's a block of iron and an iron ingot, really easily made. Just a little bit of waiting time. We can smelt up all of our ores in this way. It's probably not the easiest way to automate it, but it's a good way to make tools and increase our metal resources for now. But I do think this is a good place to leave it. There's been a lot going on. There's been a lot of off-camera work. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to make those individual bricks. We'll have a look at some different quests next time. But if you are enjoying it, please leave a like and subscribe. I've been the Bristly Stranger. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Loading, loading, loading. Keep that Minecraft loading. Loading, loading, loading. Minecraft.